My name is drewnami, Drew, but I'm from Philadelphia, West Philly, like a couple blocks away from here actually, and I'm a Gemini. We're at Clark Park right now. I've been here too many times in my life. We're actually on a day that there's a farmer's market, which I used to come to all the time with my mom. This place is important to me. I've had a lot of important conversations here in my life. I shot my first DJ video here, like ever. It's not that far from me, so I come through, walk all the time. I've like gotten chicken from up the street and like came down here, ate it, or like just kind of walked around here while it's raining. Big fan of this place. Yeah, it was really awesome. I feel like I had a really great experience because I never really went to school around here. I always went to school in North Philly. So I got to see a lot of different type of people, surrounded by different people every time. A lot of people like me, a lot of people who grew up different than me, from the way their households were set up to like their interactions with their siblings and everything. But I say I have a pretty pleasant experience living here. I love Philly like more than any place in the world, honestly. I want to leave, but like I don't want to leave like right now. So it's like I kind of like being 20 and living in Philly for a little bit. So yeah. Yeah, not directly though. I think like I said, just knowing a lot of people who are from different points of Philly just kind of that like influence all of that. So like I got different music from being from people who are really up into rap over there in North Philly, or like people who really like jazz over here. Like I feel like I was just more influenced by that, and especially like my parents, they influenced me the most. So they're both from Philly and they rep it really hard. So in a roundabout way, I definitely am influenced by Philly a lot, I'd say, yeah. My dad actually DJ'd for a really large portion of his life from, I think he was 14 until the time I was like 1 or 2. So that was a really long time. He's always been into it, and he was a really good DJ apparently, because all his friends, whenever I meet them, they're like, your dad used to DJ. They're not like, oh, he used to DJ, like whatever, yeah. But they're like, no, he was it, like he was on. So that, and when I met my girlfriend now, she was really in the Boiler Room, really into DJ sets, and I was just so consumed with being the coolest person possible for her. So I was like, I'm gonna try it, and it just worked out really well, and it was something that I found out that I really enjoyed, I really loved, and I just love music on top of that, so that always helps, of course. So yeah, I think the first album I remember loving very vividly is For Your Eyes Only by J. Cole. I remember I had like, for a large portion of my life, I was only gospel. Like that was because my dad's a pastor and my mom, so I've only been gospel for most of my life, and at that point I was finally breaking away and getting into different music. So I was really into Forest Hills Drive. But I remember when For Your Eyes Only dropped, it was like the end of the year, and I was in my house doing dishes or something like that, and I was scrolling through Spotify and I seen it and I was like, there's no way. And it was the most beautiful album I've ever heard, and it sounded like all the things that I've listened to before, like all the raps that I listened to before, which wasn't a lot, but it was also very different, and it was like mine, because all the raps I listened to before were like stuff that my dad liked or my mom liked. But this was like the first time it was something that I really liked, and I listened to it a lot, and to this day I still listen to it all the time. But that was the first album I remember loving a lot, yeah. I'm the Captain one. It's been out for like 2 years on Instagram. I love it so much. That's one of my faves. Dunhill by Westside Gunn and Rick Ross. I've been into that a lot recently. Petty Pete by Leem. That's really good. And I'm stuck. So there's Bankhead Extended by Kalela, which I've been really into because my girlfriend put me on. And there's a song called No, but it's a bunch of times by JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown. I love that a lot. So those are my 5. I know I cheated a little bit, but yeah. I mean, what I do is usually I'm like on a walk or like in my car, and I'm like, wow, I really love this song right now and I want to DJ with it. So I'll download it or put it in my Serato if I already have it downloaded, and I'll just try to figure out what it goes with, and I just go from there. And 9 times out of 10, it usually works like connecting to a song I was already kind of stuck at, so I can just make another mix longer, or it just puts me into a different spot to try different things or find different music in general. But yeah, that's how it goes for the most part. Just kind of finding one song, sticking with that one song and being stubborn about it, and being like, all right, like I need to DJ this song this week, so like let's get it done. And that's how it works for me. And I just keep going and going until I get stuck, or until it feels like I'm ruining the next song, and I'm just like, I'm not adding anything to it, so it's just over. And then yeah, that's how I do mine. I want to say teleportation, because I'm really lazy and I really like waiting until the very last second to do anything. So if I could teleport anywhere, you know, I get ready like 2 minutes before I needed to be anywhere. I just teleport there. I can be in my bed the whole time. Either that or like the ability to know any language possible. Yeah, I love just learning about different people and different cultures, and I feel like learning every language will like help that a lot. So yeah. A song I love to DJ with, African Sex Freak Fantasy by Mike. Beautiful song. I love that. I love the drums on that. I love how loud it is. A song I love hearing while I'm out, I like hearing Diva by Beyonce because I'm always giggling. Like, I DJ with the same shit too. Like, I like that. Anything by Kaytranada, I love hearing outside. And I'm R&B fan, so anything R&B, anything really like emotional, I really love. Yeah. I don't know, this is really crazy because I'm doing DJ Cyphers soon, so it's like I'm kind of getting that already. But ideally, oh my gosh, there's a B. Ideally, Annabelle Klein, I think that's her name. I love her. I used to watch her when before she even started that good shit. Like, I was watching her during 2020 during COVID in my room. She's like, I really like Mike, I really like Larry June. So it's been so beautiful to see her really like go up and try a bunch of different shit, and she's really good at DJing. So her, for I think that's my main like crazy back to back. But that might not even be that far off. So just every DJ I have on DMP3. So you, DJ Ka, Zafira, Xylo's in orbit. She's crazy. My homie Juice, my homie Santana, the Botanist. I think those are my faves. If I'm like forgetting any of you, like please don't. It's not a thing to you. But Botanist really inspired me a lot because he was kind of ignorant with it. Like, just like, he didn't really care about the keys and the specifics, but he was like, I like this really slow R&B song, and I like this really crazy Atlanta rap song, and we're gonna put them together, and it's beautiful every single time. So him. I also just found out that these two DJs I like, first off, I found out that they were two separate people. They're twins. They're two twin girls, and I've been like into them on TikTok for a really long time, and I didn't know they were twins until very like 2 days ago almost. Yeah. So they're really inspiring. Botanist, Xylo, DJ Ka, Juice, DJ Iris, a bunch of other people too. Yeah, but those are the people that I'm remembering right now. Whenever my life gets ridiculously miserable, I have to make a breakfast sandwich. Sausage, turkey sausage, egg and cheese on a bagel with too much hot sauce, too much ketchup, and like too many eggs so that I have to eat the eggs on the side as well on the sandwich. That's always been my like go-to. Yeah.
That's like so specific.
And it's like a reset meal for me. It's like a ritual almost. Yeah. There's too many. I feel like DJing is really good, and what I'm doing with DMP3 is really good because I can do everything that I really want to. But if I had any like forefront, it'd definitely be photography. Like, I was in school for a little bit, and I kind of hated school, so I kind of like stopped with it. But I feel like photography would definitely be my one. I love making pictures, and I love, you know, just taking moments from other things and being like, yeah, it's beautiful. I really like binge watching only one show until it's over. So it's like, I can't watch more than one show, and I don't watch shows often, but my hobby is like finding one and being like, all right, this is my shit for the next like 3 months, and I watch it repeatedly over and over and over and over and over again. So right now, well, not even right now, but the one that comes to mind is Criminal Minds. I watched Criminal Minds like 8 times since the pandemic. I will keep watching it because every time I watch it, I find another episode that I don't remember. And the day I remember every single unsub, every single situation, then I'll stop watching it. But it hasn't happened yet. So that, and I really like cooking too. So those are two. Yeah. I started doing events 2025. It's crazy because DMP3, the page that I have, it was literally only for videos, like just to meet new DJs, put their video out, and it'd be that. But people were asking to see me live. They were asking to see me, so I was just like, damn. So I started doing like smaller DJ sets in somebody's car, or like having my friends come out to some like random cafe situation vibe and like DJing in the front or in the park. I've DJed here a few times. But people wanted to see me, and I also like really wanted to see some other people. So my first ever party was me, Xylo's in orbit, and Botanist. And getting a Botanist down here was crazy because he's from New York. So me being like, hey, I want to try to have a party. Do you want to come do it? That was really crazy for me. And of course he killed. He was crazy. But it was just, you know, people reached out and they said that they wanted to see me. And I felt like it was just at that time, I was sticking with a project long enough to make it bigger than what it was originally. And I just kind of kept running with that. And it's been working out so far, yeah. Well, music already by itself is just like one of the most beautiful things on the planet. And I think that, you know, just like being able to hear something that you feel is really important to me. Like R&B is my fave because you could just, there's so many feelings that you could just hear. And then once you start hearing them really well, you can start feeling them as well. But I like DJing a lot because I could just add to those. Like add some kind of drums to a song that doesn't really have drums, or change the drums out, or just take like a melody from this song and put it on that song. And also just like being able to put people on in a different way. Like I love DJing and putting on some song I know nobody knows. Like I just found it 2 days before, like nobody knows about it at all. And people are still enjoying it the same way they're dancing to some song that everybody in the world knows. So that's really important to me. Just being able to add to something that makes me feel so strongly is really important to me. I seen Lauryn Hill one time. I seen her at Roots Picnic whenever she did that. Everybody's complaining about her not singing her songs the right way for kind of lame reasons, but she did great. I love that a lot. I just seen Playboi Carti in March. I couldn't talk right for a week. That sounds a little weird, but I was screaming the whole time, so that was really fun. I've seen Jordan Ward 5 times. Beautiful guy. He's awesome. I love how he dances. I love how energetic he is. I love the dynamic him and his DJ have. I want to try to do 2 more. Every time I see Mike, I have so much fun. It feels like a kickback, really. And you just, you know, he just happens to rap a few times. And Flo Milli. I seen Flo Milli at the Fillmore. Me and my homegirl went to go see her. We bought VIP meet and greets. It was the most beautiful experience of all time. I was like on the barricade in the front, in the middle. I love Flo Milli. She's awesome. It was Flo Milli, Maya Don, and somebody else too, but I don't remember. I just remember Flo Milli though. That was fun. She was really chill, and she was also another person that I was like really nervous to like interact with like physically. So she was like, so my homegirl gave her a hug, and I'm like, do I do the same thing? Do I do a fist bump? And I don't remember what I did, but I remember it was really like awkward. But she was really nice, and the only thing I could think to say to her was like, wow, like you've been on my concert list, like my want to go to list for like ever. Like it was awesome, and she was really sweet, so that was really good. Probably that I had cornrows at some point in my life. I think that would be really interesting to younger me. Also, I think I'm pretty cool now compared to like 5 years ago, so it's like just having that all together. Also, like the fact that I DJ, the fact that, you know, I've met so many cool people through DJing, and that I have so many newfound, like very solid friendships and acquaintanceships, and I'm just being able to be put in positions where people are fans of me as much as I'm fans of them, and I can really do things with that. So I think that would be really like the most, yeah. I want to make music. I want to learn how to produce and make a really crazy dance album and be able to put pretty much anybody I ever wanted to on an album at one time. So like K-Tronada type vibe, DJ Khaled type vibe, really groovy, or just be able to open for somebody I'm a really big fan of. So right now, my dream right now is to open for Aleem whenever he tours. So if you see this, Aleem, please. Open for somebody I'm really a big fan of on tour for a few stops, and have a Narwhal interview. That's also one of my biggest goals in life. Yeah, I want to see what he finds out about me or who he reaches out to and shit. Like, what is next for me? Who knows, man? I don't even know. I want to have a summer full of just like community building. So I've been doing only DJ events for the past like year and a half, but I want to kind of get away from that. I want to have cookouts. I want to have a basketball tournament. I want to have a pool party. I just want to be able to reach different people in different ways outside of music, and I feel like I'm finally at a point where I can really try to do that. Yeah, and collab parties, really cool collab parties that I'm planning very, very, very soon. So some pages you see, you know, I don't want to say too much, but Black Pop Party, that good shit, like hit me. But we trying to figure everything out right now. So just a lot of parties, a lot of community building. I want to get DMP3 to 600 followers. That's one of my big goals. So doing whatever it takes to get that done. Yeah, that's really it for me. Yeah. On Instagram, drewnami with a 1 instead of an I, DREWNAM1. The coolest page on the planet is at d.mp3._. A lot of cool DJ sets from myself, from my friends. There's parties. I'm going to start doing like text interviews on there, which is really cool. Yeah, bro. And then just find me outside, bro. I'll be outside. So just come see me. Come see my friends. I'll always be with them. So if you see DJ Iris spinning somewhere, I'm gonna try to be there. If you see Juice spinning somewhere, I'm gonna be there. If you see Zylo, DJ Suki, fucking Maggles, if you see her, bro, I'll be there. Just come catch me outside. Yeah. We are really lucky to be doing this right now. There's a lot of people who are going through a lot of different things in the world, and they're really important to me. I don't always talk about them outwardly, but I do always support them. Something that's really important to me is what's going on over in Tigray. Free Tigray, big time. Free Palestine, free Sudan, freedom. And fuck ICE and fuck Donald Trump, because they're weird. And yeah, like I said, we're just really lucky to be doing these things right now, so don't take that for granted. Like, we're in the park right now, we're chilling. I don't feel uncomfortable. There's a lot of people who are uncomfortable to walk out the door right now. So just be mindful, be aware, and enjoy the life that you have, because somebody else's is worse, and they're not complaining about it. So just rock, have fun, and yeah, that's it.
Sorry, real quick, you made that hoodie?
Yeah, so I drew this out on a piece of paper. I sent it to my friend Brandon. Brandon made it digital for me. He made me 4 versions of it. One is yellow and white, one is yellow and green. No, not yellow and green, green and white. There's one that's brown and blue, and there's another one somewhere, like a purple one somewhere.
And this is about Tigray?
This is themed, colored for Tigray.
Tigray.
This is their flag colors. It's really important to me. My girlfriend's from Tigray, so learning about their genocide and their fucked up political system is really important to me. And I feel like I can always donate myself, but like, why not like make people donate through something that they have and something that they might not even know about. So it's like when I sell these, or when I not even really sell them, but when I give these to people, I can explain what it is for, and I can explain like why it's important to me, and then they'll care about it a little more than they would, because before I met her, I didn't even know Tigray was a place. So now I'm knowing that not only is it a place, but it's a really beautiful place with a lot of culture, and they have a really ridiculous government system right now that sucks for everybody.